This special presentation is brought to you by Dancehall Divas, premiering September 10.
Me love Jamaica, me nah sell out. Them try clip we wings, somehow we can't fly out. But when we there a yard, nothing nice like Jamaica. Roast breadfruit and banana. Under the tree with a glass of lemonade. Jumping at the river when me ready for paid. No boy can't buy me out. Me no foreign minded, no way compared to Jamaica. Jamaica love, we wanna feel Jamaica love. Everybody wanna visit Jamaica. Jamaica love, Jamaica. Jamaica love, we wanna see Jamaica love. The one that represent the citizens of Jamaica. Jamaica love, Jamaica. Represent where you born. Tune enough hurricane and storm. From the crime rate chat, me no matter about tax man, still a hustler than a guan. Jamaican of the link to the link, we connect Canadian, American, England. Make sure say when they are foreign and a hustle, mama visit Western Union. Don't make we build up with foundation. All the hard man, them fear of ambition. Don't flash out all the money back, SSP, NC, guns and ammunition. Real Jamaican.
Hello everyone, I'm Tasha Gay and you're watching a special presentation in honor of Jamaica's 58th independence celebration, featuring cast members from one of the most anticipated new reality shows, Dancehall Divas. Now, Dancehall Divas showcases a diverse group of women, all from Jamaican background, each bringing their own unique style, vibe, and energy to this dancehall lifestyle series. Set to premiere in September, the series will showcase the everyday lives of 6 vivacious, independent, and career-driven divas from 4 of the world's most populous dancehall cities. Viewers should anticipate lots of entertaining drama, fashion, and swag.
I'm a big deal. You're my friend, I'm a big deal. Yeah, we're kinda important. For real. Oh yeah, I'm a big deal. And my friends are some big deals. Very, very, very important. For real. This has nothing to do with money or fame or vanity. This one is all about self-worth. So big up your chest and...
Tonight, we will learn more about them and their upbringing in Jamaica. We will hear how they feel about their heritage and representing Jamaica abroad. But first, let's meet the woman behind the series, Heather Elliott Whitehead. She is creator and executive producer. Heather, it's my pleasure to speak with you. Thank you for asking me to host this special feature tonight.
Thank you, Tasha. First of all, thank you for agreeing to host the show. We're very delighted.
So, Heather, I have to ask, this show, how important is it for Jamaicans to identify with this show? Why is it so important? Why did you want to do this during Independence Day? Why did you want to make it this special feature?
You know what? Thank you for asking that question, Tasha. It is extremely important for Jamaicans to connect with this show because the show belongs to them. Ironically, the theme for Independence this year is Resilient and Strong. Together we celebrate Jamaica 58. What better words to describe the women who are on the stage right now? They're resilient in the face of harsh criticisms by virtue of just being on the show. They have endured a lot, both in their personal and professional lives. And I thought, this was the perfect time, the perfect fit, the perfect theme to celebrate the show while we promote. We're premiering in September and it's just around the corner. And we wanted to, seize this opportunity to show the women to the world and to Jamaica. And by the way, happy 58th Day of Independence, Jamaica.
Thanks. So we're all celebrating our independence, and it's something special for all of us. All of us have our Jamaican backgrounds. We're not all in Jamaica, but we share that. That's what we have in common. So we're here to celebrate. It's a celebratory type of day, and we're looking forward to that.
I was born in London, UK. My parents are Jamaican descendant, and from when I was younger, my household was always very, very Jamaican influenced, down to the music, down to the food, down to the lingo. So even though I'm from the UK, all I know is being a Jamaican descendant child. So in the show, you're going to get to see, which some viewers may not see, how much the culture is carried down to generations, to children and our children. Everything is still very, very much Jamaican in the household, even though we do come from a westernized country. So I'm looking forward to people just seeing that no matter where you are in this world, being a Jamaican person, being Jamaican heritage, it sticks with you. I was brought up on sound system, so that's where my music influence come from. I was listening to, you know, Dennis Brown, Bob Marley from when I was little. So I'm, as far as I know, I'm Jamaican. It's in me. I may sound English, but I'm fully Jamaican heritage. So you'll get to see my background and in the show, and where I'm coming from, and the influence that has been passed down to me.
My favorite Jamaican dish is stew peas, but it has to have pigtail. I'm sorry for the non-pork eaters, but the stew peas have to have pigtail in it. I live
Barbie giving you a thumbs up.
Yes.
I like the privilege of going back and forth and not being stuck in one country, but I am technically always in Jamaica. I come back at least twice, 3 times a year. I stay for a month at a time. So I'm technically always here. It's nice living in Canada, but there's nowhere like home.
Okay, and that's true. No place like home.
So what a nice place to live. Sweet jam down, the only problem is dollars now run. So what a nice place to live. Sweet jam down, the only problem is.
Independence Day in Jamaica was dressing up. And even though we all look the same, there's no argument because everyone got on the same T-shirt, Jamaica or the lion, and then we would leave from Waterford and walk all the way to Bayside.
So that's Portmore.
Yes, Portmore, where we would party from night till dawn in groups though. And then walk back home all the way from Bayside back to Waterford with a little dandy shandy in our hands. That's back in the days.
Shauna, tell us, what does it mean to you, Independence Day in Jamaica, celebrating so many years of freedom? What does that mean to you?
It means we get a chance to be ourselves authentically. We get to express our culture because we're all Jamaican, so we know our culture is very rich, from our food to our music to our lifestyle to the island itself. It's just an amazing place. So independence means live your pride and celebrate your culture.
She's royal, yeah, so royal, and I want her in my life. I never knew anyone so one of a kind.
To me, Independence Day means strength, culture. It means unity as, you know, a community, as a nation.
Usually, I go to Jamaica almost every year. There's a couple of years since I've been born that I haven't gone, but most of the time I'm there. I always, well, lately, since being an adult, I'm always in St. Anne's. So St. Anne's will be my first place I go to because that's where the family house is.
Okay, St. Anne. So I'm from St. Anne as well, so definitely be coming by for some of that food. You grew up around Jamaicans, but you've never lived here. However, what was that like for you? How did Jamaicans in your household or around you, how did they influence you?
I grew up with my grandmother. So my grandmother was very, very, very old school Jamaican. It was okay. Sometimes I was like, grandmother, you're just so old school, but she was very strict. Mm-hmm. We had to read our Bible every night. Mm-hmm. You know, certain foods, certain days a week. Mm-hmm. And I basically grew up and did that with my children now. So I think by then, when I was looking at it that time, I was like, oh my God, this is so old school. But then now as I'm growing up and I set the same culture with my children,
Yeah.
yeah, I can see. But yeah, my children, I take my children to Jamaica all the time.
Okay.
I take them all the time. The fun thing that they like is the mineral bath. They love that. Yeah, and they love Don River Fall. But yes, it's very important that they know their culture, because that's my culture. So yeah.
I think every tourist should visit Trenchtown, the culture yard. That's where Bob Marley lived. That's where he grew up. His hut is still there. His little bed is still in the room. His pots and pans. It's a really good experience because it kind of gives you a feel of how we grew up, how we lived. I went there and it was really dope to see all that, because he's a legend, of course. And then Mystic Mountain for sure, because that's where you have they have a lot of Jamaican stuff. Like the rides are dope, the attractions are dope, and for sure Ritz Cafe, because of just for me, if you're scared of heights and scared of water, you can overcome that fear just jumping off that little bridge that you have there. So those three for sure.
Oh, that's easy. My top 3 reasons for being a proud Jamaican is 1, I was born in Jamaica. Jamaica is synonymous with culture, it's synonymous with pride, it's synonymous with people like Usain Bolt, Bob Marley, oxtail, curry chicken, beef patty. Why wouldn't I be proud from Jamaica? And secondly, our strength as women. Jamaican women around the world are known to be a force of nature. So whenever I'm at a business meeting or I travel, they're asked, well, your accent sounds very familiar. Where are you from? And I'll say I'm from Jamaica. And they're like, Jamaican women. So there's something very special about us. And the third is, I believe a lot of Jamaicans like myself or foundation. Jamaicans, Jamaica is a Bible belt in the Caribbean. I guess every corner there's a church as much as there's a bar, but there is a church, and we grew up, as Barbie was saying about her grandmother, we grew up with the Bible. We grew up with religion as part of our existence, as part of our identity. And I just want to steal one more and just say dancehall. It's who we are, and that's what we're about here tonight.
One thing that all Jamaicans should have, and if you haven't got it, I don't know if you're Jamaican, is a Dutch book.
Definitely. All right, moving on. Barbie, tell us one thing.
A Bible.
True. Can't do without a Bible. And we're going to go on to Pepper. One thing you're supposed to have once you're a Jamaican.
Machetes or a cutlass. If you don't have that,
for gardening.
Yeah.
All right, Juicy Buddy, one thing you're supposed to have as a Jamaican, one thing to identify you.
You know what I'm going to say? And as I'm thinking about it, I was going to say the immunization shot. You have your mark on your arm. But you know what? Some Jamaicans said they don't have it. So, but I feel like if you have it, you know, say you're from Jamaica.
Yeah, I think we all have that. That's like our mugshot. We all have that one thing on our arm. Sky, one thing that you're supposed to have as a Jamaican that makes you Jamaican.
One thing I think every Jamaican need is that declaration. Little thing in the kitchen, when you come here, what you see here, let it stay here or don't come here. Because a lot of people go to people's house and be nosy and take it back outside. So we have to give them the check.
Yeah, girl, we know those people. Everybody can attest the difference with dancehall lifestyle in the Caribbean and dancehall lifestyle overseas. What have you noticed? I know you travel extensively and you've experienced it in different cultures. So tell us, what difference have you noticed?
Yeah, I was doing a lot of research for the show, and I went to a lot of parties in Jamaica and in Toronto primarily, where I have a home as well. And Toronto was actually what did it for me. But I'll tell you the difference that I've seen based on my research and my observation is that dancehall in Jamaica is somewhat part of your birthright, you know, for those of you or those of the persons who are part of it. But then there's another part of Jamaica that are totally against it. In the diaspora, in the cities that the women represent, dancehall is almost like your social identity for some people. So they may work as a nurse, they may work as a cook, they may work as a gardener, as a garbage man, as a store owner, whatever the case may be. On the weekend, they belong to that culture. They belong to that dancehall entity. They belong to that social space. And it's something that they look forward to. Whereas in Jamaica, you may live in Kingston and, oh, chum, I go for the plaza. Oh, yeah, go up there, yeah, man, because boom, boom up there. Mm-hmm. It's just normal. You just might go to the plaza tonight. Mm-hmm. Whereas in the United States and, you know, Canada, New York, wherever the dancehall cities are, you actually have to go out and buy an outfit. You have to save up for your bottle of champagne. You have to save up for your designer gear. It's an event. It's something that you aspire to. And that's the big difference that I've seen and that I've researched.
Festival song, winning festival song. Do you connect with it in any way? So this is a song, I'm a Jamaican by Buju Banton. Any one of you can respond to this one. Do you find yourself connecting to that song in any kind of way?
I'll say definitely yes. I find myself connected to Buju's song, I Am a Jamaican, because honestly, I'm in a foreign country and a lot of people look at it like, oh, you're far away, you're not Jamaican anymore. You know, despite how long or whenever it was that I left Jamaica, deep within me, in my heart, in my soul, I am a Jamaican no matter where I go. Yeah, and that's that.
What's the first thing you do after you land in Jamaica? So first day off the plane, step off the runway, what's the first thing you're doing?
Can I go? I get some steamed fish. Who got it?
They're all excited.
Okay, so let me take from Shauna. Shauna, tell us. What's the first thing?
The food, man. The food. It's like the first thing I want to do, go to Hell Shop. I'm from Portmore too. Go to Hell Shop, get me a steamed fish and some fried lobster.
Yeah.
It's the bomb.
Sima, I see you're aching to go. I'm going to take one.
So, yeah, exactly. The first thing I do is stop off at the little jerk centre near my nan's house and get some food. And then the second thing I do, is go and see my nana. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're visiting family. Okay, yes. Sky, question for you. Name 3 Jamaican dishes that you love to cook the most and why?
Oh, wow. That's right up my alley. I love to cook liver and provision food, which is ground food, yam, banana, cassava. And the reason why I love to cook liver, my mom always cook liver and always tell us it's good for you. But as you grow older, you know it has iron, it has zinc, it has the vitamin A, so I'm hooked on it. Also, second dish is cabbage and saltfish. And the reason why I love that dish, while I was pregnant, that's all I could eat. Okay. My third dish is chicken back and white rice. Oh, Lord. Just give me my chicken back. Don't give me any chicken. I love bones. I'll be chewing all day.
I would say one thing that set me apart from any of my friends that obviously weren't Jamaican is the vibes, like our vibes. We always have music. As I said, my dad and my uncle had a sound system. So all their friends would always be around playing in my grandma's shed, playing music till late at night. The parties, anything we would do, birthday parties, christenings, Christmas even, it would just be loads of food, loads of drink, loads of people. So it was different. The music, most of all, the music and the food. So I think that's what sets us apart from other cultures, is that the other cultures love our music and love our food.
The first thing I want to do is see my family. That's number one. And then definitely some food, because there's nothing like some real home cooked soul food. Because honestly, there are Caribbean foods everywhere, but it's not the same when you're not home. It has to be home cooked, in Jamaica, in the heart. That's the first thing I want to do, family and food.
And I said, smile, girl, smile. Ooh, Lord, smile for me, Jamaica.
Ladies and gentlemen, half the divas in here. I'm going to make them introduce themselves one by one. From Jamaica, and I'm going to be all the independent working tight. Tonight. You know my saying, it's your girl Sky, and I'm from New York. Toronto. I'm Sima, I'm from the UK. What's up, guys? It's your girl Juicy Money. I'm right from Toronto. If you hear in this world like, oh, I am a Jamaican.
Tell us why Jamaicans should watch Dancehall Divas. We can start with Barbie. If you want to go ahead.
I believe that they should watch our show because it's the culture. They would see how dancehall really is. It's not only just about skinning out, and dressing provocative. There's so much to it. So they're going to see a lot of class, drama, and, culture. So, yeah, I believe that the viewers would love it and they should watch it.
Okay. Thanks, Barbie. Shauna?
I think they're gonna love this show. Reason being, it's not just straight dancehall. Have a little stigma to it, as what Heather was saying earlier. However, these women are bringing drama. They're bringing class. They're bringing fashion. They're bringing lifestyle. We're giving people a chance to open your mind when it comes to dancehall. Like, it's not just like what Barbie said, with skin out and all of that. There's so much more to us as dancehall Jamaican women, and these ladies are going to bring it so you guys can see it. So I'm excited, and I know they're going to love this show.
Because you're going to see how strong the culture is, how diverse it is, how unique we are as a people, and the struggles that we have, the celebrations we have, how we see family, how we see music, the lingo. And you're also going to see through generations of Jamaican descendants how people are living in different countries. So you may have a cousin that's in the UK or a cousin that's in the US or Canada that you haven't seen or met. And it may give you an example how they've grown up or the things they're facing and how strong the tradition still stays in that person. So you'll get to see all of that.
Okay, so we're taking the culture to a whole new level. We're bringing the heat, the sauce, the spice, the real authentic Jamaican vibe. We're bringing it. And when young girls watch, they could see that Jamaicans are ambitious. We're determined. They can see themselves, because at the end of the day, we were that young child. They could see that dreams do come true if you just believe in yourself and aim for the stars. And they say the sky is the limit, but it's not the sky. Your mindset is the limit. Your mindset is the limit. And if you can believe it, you can achieve it. So they'll see all this and they'll see that, listen, the color of our skin doesn't matter, and we're going to represent. You're going to represent for a country, for a nation. Now it's not done.
We're going to be bringing the drama, that's definitely for sure, but we're also relatable. So people can relate to at least one of the divas. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to everybody in the world that's watching and in the nation, there's something that we've done or that they can see that, they can reflect back on their lives and be like, okay, I can do that. We are there for them to look up to and be like, I can achieve my goals and it is possible. And just like Peppa said, it's your mindset.
Happy 58th Independence, Jamaica. On behalf of the Dancehall Divas, the production crew, we want to wish Jamaicans everywhere across the world and in Jamaica a very happy 58th Independence. We love you. We can't wait to show you our show in September. It's premiering worldwide. Go to dancehallDivas.tv for more information. Happy Independence Day. Say Happy Independence, guys.
Happy Independence Day.
Dancehall Divas!
This special presentation is brought to you by Dancehall Divas, premiering September 10.